Hey guys, it's Jelsy, and for today's video I am going to mention some of my favorite scenes or moments from this past Sunday's new episode of One Calls a Heart of a Teacher. Okay, so before I start mentioning some of those favorite moments, I have to say that this episode was writing was Derek Thompson, which I have mentioned in previous videos that I love his writing and he's one of my favorite writers on the show. And also directing is Michael Landon Jr. I think he hadn't directed an episode in a while, so it was really good to see, you know, his name on the credits and know that that episode was directed by him. This episode was like a mix of emotions. I know a lot of people can relate. You know, at one point you were laughing, and then at another point you were sad and like feeling like and then you were mad, and then you were laughing again, and you know, it's like all of that mixed into one episode. I have to mention when Elizabeth leaves to Cape Fullerton with Abigail and they're putting her stuff in the coach, and Jack comes in, you know, to reassure that she's okay and that he wishes he could go with her, and they share a really sweet moment in that scene. And there were other sweet moments between Jack and Elizabeth that I love, and it shows just how Jack is there for her and he worries about her, especially in the situation that she is right now. The superintendent of the school board is saying some lies about her, and now she can't teach in Hope Valley or in any other school, and so she is going through this rough time, and you know, Jack is available for her, and I love how, you know, he worries about her. I loved this scene, and it's really a short scene. It's not, you know, really long. Some of the women of Hope Valley, they all visit Elizabeth, and they are there to show her support and just to let her know that more than friends, they are family. And that scene between them was so sweet, and it's become one of my favorite scenes ever. One of my favorite lines from this episode was between Bill and Gowan, and Bill says to him like, "So let's have a drink," and Gowan says, "I only drink with friends," and Bill says to him like, "Well, you must be thirsty then." Genius. When Elizabeth gets to Cape Fullerton with Abigail, she meets with Mr. Higgins, which is the superintendent of the school board who said those lies and everything, the man who caused all this. And she meets with him, and he's such a slimy man. Ugh. I love that Elizabeth stands her ground, and the look on Erin's face in that scene just says it all. That was intense. I always have to mention a scene with Lee and Rosemary because to me they are hilarious. I love the scene where they're in the saloon and Rosemary sees a new teacher, Mr. Stoneman, who has replaced Elizabeth. And to Lee's dismay, she just stands up and just goes ahead and speaks her mind to Mr. Stoneman. So that scene was really funny. There were a bunch of scenes with Mr. Stoneman, who's Elizabeth's replacement. You know, he had a bunch of scenes with the kids, and the way he treated those kids was like, oh my gosh. At the end, you know, Cody just says, "No, you can't keep treating us like this," and they all just walk out of school, and I was like, there's one scene in Cape Fullerton when Elizabeth is talking to Abigail about she doesn't know what to do, and Abigail says that you have to fight for what you want in this life, and don't worry, you don't have to fight alone. She's so great. Applause for Carson, yes, because Ray Wyatt, he was being slimy with Faith, and Carson stood up for her, and you know, he helped her to get rid of Ray Wyatt in that moment, and I think that was sweet. Carson is kind of a man of mystery, and really looking forward to see how his storyline develops. At the beginning of the episode, Elizabeth sees that she's been replaced by a man called Mr. Stoneman, and she goes to Gowan's office to see what is going on, and Gowan says to her like, basically, these things have been said about you and we can't let you teach anymore, and which is like, what? She lets him know that they're going to look into that, and so she says, this is not over. So these were some of my favorite scenes and moments from this past Sunday's episode, Heart of a Teacher. I am so looking forward to the next episode. Like, can Sunday get here like already? Because that promo is, I freaked when I saw that promo. So I really can't wait till next Sunday's episode. And yeah, just brace yourselves. I am ready. So if you haven't seen When Close the Heart and you're interested in watching it, all 3 seasons are available on Netflix, and the new season that is running right now, season 4, is available on demand. So make sure to check it out. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. There are 3 ways to subscribe. First, below this video there will be a button that says subscribe next to my name, and also at the end of the video there will be a button with my picture on it, and you can click it and subscribe. And also in my channel directly there is a button where it says subscribe. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate it. God bless you guys. Bye.